Joining us right now, we have not spoken to this gentleman since the Combine after he smashed the record for fastest 40-yard dash, and everybody thought, now that's a Kansas City Chief, and he actually became one. And he joins us now here as a member of the 7-0 Chiefs, getting set to take on the Buccaneers on Monday Night Football. Xavier Worthy back on the program. How you doing, Xavier?
Good. How you doing?
I'm sure you heard that too, right? At the Combine, that's a Kansas City Chief right there.
Yeah.
Did they show their hand at all to you during the draft process? Did they?
Not at all. That was probably the team I heard less from. I heard more from other teams. I never really heard from the Chiefs like that.
Okay, and then so on draft night, you're doing what, where, and what happened on draft night?
So on draft night, I'm in Austin, Texas, in the Hills in Westlake. I did my draft party there.
Mm-hmm.
And really, draft day was crazy. I had got a call at like 15, 16. I think it was the Colts. Hung up the phone in my face. It was a little crazy. But
What happened?
The Colts called my phone on draft day and hung up the phone.
You said hello, and then that was a click? There was a click?
They said, hello, this is so-and-so with the Colts. And then for the call, like, they stopped talking and they hung up.
Wow.
So they did. Are you sure there wasn't like a disconnection or?
I'm positive.
Okay. All right. And so then what happened, Xavier?
Then the night going on, ended up getting a call from the Chiefs when they traded with Buffalo. I really originally didn't know they traded with Buffalo. So when it was on the clock, I'm seeing the call. I'm like, oh, this is Buffalo. And then I look at the thing, it said KC. I'm like, okay, this is Chiefs. All right, exactly where I want to be.
I imagine so, right? Two-time defending Super Bowl champ with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback and Andy Reid as the head coach. Who was on the phone? Was it Brett Veach, the GM?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it was Veach.
Okay. And then you spoke to Andy? He passed the
spoke
phone?
to Andy and then talked to Coach Nags for a little bit. And then I seen the rest of the coaches when I got here.
And then when did Mahomes reach out?
He reached out and just said, let's go. That's all he told me. And then we spoke a little bit after that.
So what was that like to get Patrick Mahomes saying, let's go, Xavier?
Man, it's crazy. Just being a kid, you know what I'm saying? You see Pat doing all this stuff, doing all these crazy passes, and then having the opportunity to play with him is just a different type of feeling. Just the guy he is outside of football, down-to-earth guy, willing to just do a lot for you. And on the field, he's just a different leader. He just gives you that boost just to do you on the field.
Can you give me an example of how he how does he handle the, if you will, rookie moments that you might be having, Xavier? How do those moments go down where he's talking to you about route running or where he's expecting you to be and things of that nature?
Right. I feel like the thing with Pat is the key thing for me. He doesn't really treat me like a rookie. I feel like he just lets me know, like, you got to do this and this is what's expected. And I feel like that's why they had a lot of success here. Just knowing what's expected and knowing the standard here is what's everybody's instilled in them. Can
you give me an example of what he does say to you then about the connection that he wants to have with you, Xavier?
Man, he just told me he needs me here, and that's where I'm going to be.
You mean like spatially on the field? Is that what you're saying?
He tells me he needs me in a certain area at this amount of yardage, and that's basically how he talks to me, how he would talk to a vet, so.
Okay. And so how does that land with you when he's saying this stuff?
Oh, yeah, I'm a rookie, so I'm just doing it 100% full speed.
Okay. And so who else is in your ear, Xavier?
I got guys like D-Hop in the room now, leaders like that, Juju. And Juju's been a kind of a big one for me. He came and just told me a lot on the game. And I have Rasheed and Hollywood as well. Guys just told me about stuff in the league, what to expect. Hollywood was like the big guy from before he got hurt, just told me a lot of stuff and what to expect. He's a guy like me, speed factor to his game, so he helped me a lot as well.
Okay, so Juju in particular, let's stop there. What has he been telling you, Xavier?
Juju just been like the guy in the room that just lets you know about defenses and the key things to really look at. That's why I call him Oak in the room. He's kind of like the old head. Yeah, so he just kind of gives me the key factors. He's been playing the game for a long time, so he understands and has a feel for the game.
Okay, and now you mentioned D-Hop. DeAndre Hopkins is now in the wide receiver room. How did you receive him, Xavier Worthy?
Man, just being able to play with one of the greats. I feel like D-Hop's going to go down as one of the greats to play the game. So just having a having a feel for how he learns the game and how he sees the game is just going to be big for me going on in my career.
Do you have any glimpse so far as to how he sees the game and how he's communicated that to you, even though he's been there for a couple of weeks?
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Well, I got to tell you, just from my perspective, and I've told this to him, so I'll tell you, I never doubt, ever, when he catches a ball near a sideline or the back of the end zone, never doubt he gets both feet down. He is the absolute king of that. I don't know how he does that, but never, ever, ever. When when I'm watching a game, an announcer will say, "Hey, let's check the replay," and I always sit there on the couch and I'm like, "Go ahead, check the replay," because I know he's got both feet down.
Yeah.
I think that all the time when I see him. And has he mentioned that to you? You asked him about it?
Nah, now I'm gonna really go ask him that. Like, bro, what goes to your head when you catch the ball, you're on the sideline.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure his key thing would say just throw your feet down, let your feet die.
Let your feet down. Why not? You're excellent at that. Xavier Worthy here on the Rich Eisen Show. So what is a Chief mentality to you? What is this culture that you've now been exposed to since your arrival there in April and gone through a training camp and now 7 victories out of your first 7 games, Xavier?
Right. Just being selfless, being willing to do the things that a lot of teams won't do, making that block downfield, just playing winning football. And I feel like just being a family at that. I feel like just us being a family that carries a long way with the chemistry as well. So just being willing to do the things that other teams want.
How has Kelsey also imbued that in you, Xavier?
Man, Kelsey, that's my dog, man. He made sure I was straight since day one. Made me feel more comfortable coming into this building. So, man, I could tell the familyhood was really good here.
No kidding. I by the way, it doesn't surprise me, but he made you feel like there was no rookie conversation or anything like that at all.
Nope.
That's pretty amazing. What was the first night like for you? We haven't spoken since then. 2 touchdowns, opening night, your first experience in Arrowhead with the whole place going crazy, whole country watching, Ravens in town. What was that like for you, Xavier Worthy?
Man, it was crazy. I feel like I came in with a chip on my shoulder, just wanting to shock the world and show them the type of player I am. And I feel like I still have that kind of chip on my shoulder just to show everybody that a small receiver could come in and just do things that I could do as well. I feel like I just want to leave my stamp on the league.
So you do wear that chip on your shoulder based on your stature, your actual physical stature, Xavier?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why is that?
Because I feel like I was doubted my whole life. Everybody told me I'm so small, you're not going to make it to college. Made it to college. Everybody says you're so small, you're not going to make it in the league. He's going to get crushed in the league. And now I'm here and I'm doing what I'm doing. I feel like I just want to stay on the pedal and keep doing it.
So you've been hearing that your whole life, and now here you are as a Kansas City Chief at 7-0, getting ready for Monday Night Football. Another Monday Nighter for you. Obviously, you guys have already played one against the New Orleans Saints. This one again at home. So what are your goals for the rest of the year, Xavier?
Oh, man. I feel like all our goals here is just make it back to where we want to be at the end of the day. I feel like the individual success will come with the team success. So as long as the team does good, we're all going to do good.
Okay. And are you trick-or-treating tonight? Is that anything happening for you on that front?
Nah, I'm in the house, man.
So what do you do? What do you do when you're in the house? What do you do?
I'll put on a movie. Maybe. I ain't gonna lie. It's not Christmas time, but I love Home Alone. That's my favorite movie.
Home Alone. Okay. Did you see the actor Macaulay Culkin? Did you see what his he's all grown up now. The actor who plays Kevin, did you see his Instagram post as to who he is for Halloween? Xavier, did you see that?
Who is?
Can we pop that up? There he is. Not bad, right?
Come on, man. We got to get him over. We got to switch him over.
He does look like Burrow, though, don't you think?
A little bit.
I mean, you got to give that up. So you watch how many times have you seen Home Alone?
Oh, I can't even tell you.
Really?
I can't even tell you.
So what's your favorite part of the movie?
When they're trying to break into the house, he's on the zip line, and he cuts the zip line off. They fly into the house. Or when he poured oil on the stairs and they fell down the stairs.
That's a pretty good one. You know, I like it when he makes the old time movie guy make it sound like he's actually physically there. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good one too. Xavier, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Appreciated it back when you did it right after the combine and now. And if you don't mind, we're just going to keep checking in on you to see how you're doing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You got it. That's Xavier Worthy of the Kansas City Chiefs getting set for a Monday Night Football right here on the Rich Eisen Show. There we go. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern for free.